I'd like to call the Pasadena City Council meeting to order, April 19th, 2016. If we will all stand, please. Andy Helms, Director of Financial Planning, will give us the invocation. Sammy Casados will lead us in the pledges.
Let's bow our heads, please. Father, we thank you for the many blessings that you've bestowed upon us, as always. But tonight, especially as we're here to conduct the people's business, we want to take note of the fact that many of our friends and neighbors in the Houston area suffered a great loss yesterday, some their lives. We ask that you would be with them and the families of the ones who are gone, and be with those who have lost many of their belongings. Give them the strength to move forward, trusting in you. Give them the support that they need, and enable us, Father, to reach out to them and help them in any way that we can, because we are all here to serve you. We ask that you would guide our messages this evening, lead us in the right ways to go forward, and we do these in Jesus' name. Amen.
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 Thank you, Andy.
Shall please join me in the pledges.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Okay. Sammy?
Yes, sir. I'd like to thank everybody for coming out this evening. And I'd like the invocation stated, I'd like to let everyone know my prayers and thoughts are with the families that lost loved ones and during this flooding that we had. It's terrible to see those type of things. I hope everybody stayed high and dry. And again, guys, I can't stress the importance. If you guys don't have to get out in weather like that, please do not. Please do not. So with that, I pass.
Remember where you are.
Thank you, Mayor. Again, with the weather, I know some parts of Harris County didn't do so well. Some major flooding. Pasadena, from what I've seen driving around, did pretty well. I know there's maybe some cause for concern where there was high water in the streets, but it's designed that way. When the street gets a little high, the main goal is to keep the water out of your house. So I know in my neighborhood, water got high for a little bit, but 2 hours it was gone. So it looks like our drainage is doing well. We can always improve upon it. But if you have any issues with drainage or any concerns you had, contact myself or your council member, one of your council members. Make sure it's taken care of. And also would like to recognize, we actually have our state representative, Mr. Pena, in attendance. Want to recognize him. That I'll pass.
Councilman Bass.
Good afternoon or evening. Thank you all for coming today. And like the rest of the council, we're just glad that we've got pretty weather again. And hopefully we can dry out. And we just need to remember our neighbors in Houston, Cypress, and Katy. With that, I'll pass.
Councilmember Wagner.
Thank you, sir. Again, prayers go out to everybody who suffered any loss of life and or property during the floods. I've seen our crew on Space Center with up to their knees with shovels, and I will give them credit for out there unblocking the drain that they did. With that, I pass.
Yeah, I was out there.
I saw you, Mayor. My goodness. I was worried about you.
Councilmember Van Houten.
I received a letter from a woman in League City regarding Michelle Blunt, who is the manager at Vern Cox Multipurpose Center. This woman said that Ms. Blunt was very helpful in planning an event for people with autism. This was a collaboration between our staff and the people in League City, planning an event to benefit people throughout the area. And this letter was very complimentary. It said that Ms. Blunt and the staff showed how our city governments should work through effective collaborations for the well-being of our citizens. So thank you to the staff there. Armand Bayou Nature Center is having an event this Saturday, April 23rd, Butterflies on the Bayou. This is a fundraiser for the Nature Center and to preserve butterfly habitat. It is from 6 to 10 p.m. on a full moon Saturday. You can explore the trails at night. They have food, beverages, music. For details and reservations which are required, call 281-333-2915. This is a fundraiser. It's not cheap, it's for a good cause. The next day, the afternoon of Sunday, April 24th, they will have a guest speaker talking about butterflies, and that will be at the regular admission.
Councilmember Morrison.
I'm not done.
Yeah, you are. No, go ahead.
I have heard a prediction for more rain, and what I saw on the weather report was that the rain we're going to get tonight or tomorrow would be more the southeastern part of the county, so please be careful. There's going to be some help for this, but it's coming a little late for this rain. But you know this won't be the last one. This weekend, there is a sales tax holiday for emergency preparation supplies. This runs from Saturday through Monday, April 23rd through the 25th. It covers certain types of things, and it's based on the price. It covers portable generators that are less than $3,000, hurricane shutters and emergency ladders that are less than $300. It does not cover regular ladders. It covers the kind that you have in the upstairs window and drop down. It will cover batteries, first aid kits, non-electric coolers, hand crank flashlights and radios, smoke detectors, fire extinguishers, and tarps. It does not cover batteries for vehicles, camping supplies, plywood, and delivery and shipping are counted in the price. Details for this are on the state controller's site, and hopefully will be on the city website pretty soon.
Thank
Well
you.
done.
Thank you. Councilmember.
Thank you. I'd also like to say hello to our state representative, Gilbert Pena. Thank you for being here. And also Bill Pittman with the Mount Vernon Civic Association. Glad you're here, and I'm glad for your appointment that's coming up as well. And with the wind and rain we've had the past couple of past days and over the weekend, again, thanks to our crews that did jump on it. We've heard some of those already, but another one is Kirby Cardenas and our tree crews. That actually, they were cutting down limbs today. I got a couple of phone calls, and those two were even addressed today, so the residents out in Brookwood were very pleased over that. And also over the next few weeks, there are going to be some more street lights will be being installed. So those of you that have been asking for those, a few are coming in. And also I visited with the Weeblos Pack, $199 last week, and they asked to get a shout out on TV. So I just want to say, hey, James, Andrew, and Gustava, just wish you all the best as you continue for your Arrow of Light. And a special thanks to Shelley Rogers, who's the den mother that herds that group. She's the one that really needs the help. But Shelley, thanks for all you do. And then another item that we have is for our El Jardín residents. And that's kind of by the beach for our area. And Joe Reyna, I see you out there tonight with Congressman Gene Green's office. But Congressman Gene Green also provided a letter of support that our staff put together. There's a funding out there. It's called the Texas Restoring the Beach Grant, something like that. But Restore the Beaches. And as part of the British Petroleum or the BP spill that happened several years ago, well, cities along that have beach property are in line to get funding for development in their areas. Our engineering staff, and DIA in particular, spearheaded this and put that together, and that's going to be funding for the next 8 years. And we have 8 projects. We appreciate that. Joe, again, tell the congressman thank you. And also, this is the only city of Pasadena is the only one that had a letter of support from the Houston-Galveston Area Council, which I was able to help with, and appreciate those guys for that. Mayor, I'm going to go a little long with one last thing here.
Just get the money.
Pardon?
Just get the money.
That's what we're going for, and that's why the letter from the congressman and the letter from HGAC, those are 2 extra check marks that no other city that has submitted for this has. So it definitely keeps us in the hunt for that. But the final item I have is kind of a friend of our city council up here has passed away, and it was my next door neighbor's father. But is Mr. Richard Lovell passed away on Monday, and the funeral was on Friday. And he and his wife, they had been married for about 50 years. His wife passed away about 4 months ago. But he kind of became an icon with me anyway. He's one of the three that sat on that back row back there every time since I was here. So I got to know him there, and he always had words of wisdom to share with all of us up here. And he also made a great chocolate pecan pie. But our condolences to their family on that. With that, I pass.
Councilman Ibarra.
Well, Darrell took what I was going to say. My thoughts and prayers do go out to Richard Lovell. He definitely came out there every council meeting, at least for the first 6.5 years that I was here. And he did sit out in the back, and he did harass Councilmember Morrison after each meeting. And,
Words of wisdom.
And me during the meeting.
and the mayor, I think if I'm correct, I believe he also cut the mayor's hair a long time ago. I think he was a barber.
Oh, he was. Yeah, that's right. I paid through the nose. Yeah, you're right.
And also, I want to welcome State Representative Gilbert Payne. That'll pass now.
Okay, Councilmember Lehman.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out this evening. Want to welcome Nifa Herrera, Vice President of the Queens Neighborhood Association, and Bill Pittman, President of Mount Vernon. And want to congratulate y'all and thank you on your upcoming appointments. And another thing I'd like to mention, I'd like to commend our Code Enforcement Department and Community Impact Officer Scott Cood. We had some pretty serious code violations in one part of District B over the past several months, and through the diligence of Officer Cood and Code Enforcement, this was taken care of here recently, and I want to thank them for what they did on this. Thank you, Mayor.
All right. Has been said, staff did a great job, and they were ready. Our emergency ops was open and waiting for the big heavy rains to come out here, and thank the Lord it did not come our way. And our prayers go out to those that did lose their lives in this storm, and to the families that are left. Joe, thank the congressman for us on this letter. Yeah, and tell him next time he's in town, I'll buy his lunch for him. But staff did do a good job, and I'd like to thank the Lord for not having any more. I'm only aware of one house that maybe got some water in it, and that's all in Pasadena. There might be, if there's more, you can give me a call tomorrow, and I'll correct it next meeting. But okay, council, it gets us down to citizens wishing to address council. Jim Poindexter.
Thank you. I didn't run a copy of my agenda for each of you, so bear with me. First of all, let me thank all of you for serving because you didn't get drafted, okay? Now, there's 3 people up here I remember from the last time I was here. 1, 2, 3. The rest of you are all new faces for me. And I want to compliment the city for completing Strawberry from Fairmont down the road. That was a mess for 100 years. Secondly, I want to compliment you for completing Preston across down to Red Bluff. Now, I know I have 3 minutes and I could speak for 3 hours, but I want to mention something. There are some stop signs on a highway that have no reason to be there. I visited with the man that controls that. I talked to Pat about it. The stop signs at Crenshaw and Seminole are functional about 8% of the time. The other 90% of the time, people have to stop there with their car. The only reason they stop there are the stop signs. There's no pedestrians, there's no students, and they're just there. You have to come up and stop. I would imagine there are hundreds of cars that stop every day for no reason. At night, holidays, you know, there are many, many times when there's no students there. Now, let me make a suggestion. The city needs to put a light there that is controlled by the car or by the pedestrian. Very simple. Very simple. Thank you very much.
Eric Mickey. You may come forward with your compliments.
Always have many compliments for the city of Pasadena. Good evening, Mayor, City Council, and Madam Secretary. The wing-ding is just about to happen. We have been talking about Miss Senior Pasadena for a while, but it's finally going to be here. Come join us on Thursday, April 28th at 7 p.m. at the Pasadena Convention Center, located at 7902 Fairmont Parkway, for the 16th Annual Miss Pasadena Senior Pageant. It will be a night of fun and entertainment, with live music provided by hometown opera singer Jerry Loft and Mickey Gilley's former keyboardist Gail Collins and his band. Plus, who cannot forget about the 11 wonderful, beautiful contestants that we have lined up that they all are eyeing the crown of 2016. Light refreshments will be served. The event is free, but you must have a ticket, as seating is limited. These tickets can be picked up at Madison Jobe Senior Center at 1700 East Thomas Street, or call 713-477-0175. Please come and join us as we crown the new Pasadena Senior 2016. Hope to see you all there. Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. Teresa Lewis.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Teresa Lewis, and I'm here because of the manner and the amount of the water increase. I received notice on April the 9th that it was effective April the 1st. Now, I'm not heavily involved in politics in the city, but I feel like if y'all knew about that in March, as I was told, that we should have been given advance notice of the increase rather than after the fact. Now, another thing is the amount of the increase is 8.4%. Nobody's getting 8.4% increases today. Now, the whole entire 50 states worth of Social Security recipients were told by the federal government that the Consumer Price Index did not go up for the year third quarter of 2014 through the third quarter of 2015. Now, I realize we're in 2016, but if 50 states worth of people, not just recipients, but people, were told that there was no Consumer Price Index increase, how can you possibly justify an 8.4% raise? Now, also, we're paying for and no longer receiving the trash bags that we used to get. So that was a savings to the city. There's also, we were told that because of the gas, oil and gas pricing decrease, that's your raise for this year. You benefited that because the gas prices went down, so you saved money. And I believe that the city of Pasadena uses gas for its vehicles, saved some money from that reduction, and that should have been considered before you slapped us with an 8.4% increase. Now, I would like to make one more comment regarding the stop signs. I had a student at that school, and those stop signs were needed for a long time. Now, whether you change that to a light or not, that's up to y'all, but something was definitely needed there for a long time, and I personally was grateful to see it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, council, gets down to the minutes of April 5th.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Lehman.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wheeler. That April 5th minutes be approved. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Gets progress payments, 13A, B, C, D, and E.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Casados.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wheeler. Progress payments be approved. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Finance Resolution 2708.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Lehman. Finance Resolution 2708 to be approved. Is there any discussion?
Yes, Mayor, I'd like to
Councilman.
abstain from anything in regards to Bass and Meineke.
Okay. Any further discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Personnel changes, 15A.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Yubara,
Second.
second by Councilmember Wheeler. Personnel changes be approved. Is there any discussion?
Mayor,
Councilmember.
I just want to tell Wayne Holt, thank you for his years of service to the city. I believe he did 18 years with the city, and he is retiring. I just want to tell him thank you for his service. That'll pass me.
And I did owe that, certainly. Any further discussion?
Mayor.
Councilmember.
Yeah, I too would like to wish Wayne well in his retirement. Wayne and I have known each other for probably more years than either one of us want to admit, and I do want to wish him well in his retirement. Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. Under appointments, I'd like to nominate at this time Nifa Herrera for the Community Development Block Grant Board and Bill Pittman for the Crime Control Board.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Lehman.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wheeler. That the nomination be confirmed. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion passes. Welcome aboard. Under mayor's reports, we got final reading, and I believe that's 2716 to 50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 58, 56, 57, and 58 can be read on the consent agenda.
Yes, sir. Ordinance 2016-50, amend Code of Ordinances at Chapter 17, Article 6 by adding a new division for pawnbrokers. Ordinance 2016-51, extend annual contract with Ashbridge Incorporated for emergency debris collection and removal services. Ordinance 2016-52, purchase of two 2016 International 7400 garbage trucks from Southwest International Trucks, $386,302. Ordinance 2016-53, extend annual contract with Star Corporation doing business as the Pasadena Citizen for newspaper advertisement services. Ordinance 2016-55, contract with John A. Walker Roofing Company Incorporated for removal and replacement of roofs at Powell Gym and Vince Bayou wastewater treatment plant, $400,340. Ordinance 2016-56, contract with Geotest Engineering Incorporated for geotechnical services for channel improvements along B113-00-00, $32,779. Ordinance 2016-57, approving sale of lots 6 and 7, Shaver Edition, Pasadena, Texas, to Sanjay Desaya and Shifala Kathari for the amount of $44,000. Ordinance 2016-58, renewal of property and windstorm insurance coverage for a 2-year term.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Casados. That ordinance is 2016-50, 51, 52, 53, 55, 56, 57, and 58 passed on second and final reading. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. Gets down to first readings, Madam Secretary.
Ordinance 2016-59, agreement with the American National Red Cross to permit instructors to use Red Cross materials to train staff.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Bass.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Wheeler. That ordinance 2016-59 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-60, agreement with the American National Red Cross to participate in the Aquatic Centennial Program and approving first addendum to licensed training provider agreement.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Casados.
Second.
Second, Councilmember Wheeler. That ordinance 2016-60 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion?
Mayor,
Councilmember.
our Parks Department offers scholarships for the swimming classes and for many of the other activities to those who are low income. So if this is something that you need for your children to participate, please contact the Parks Department.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-61, annual contract with Texas America Exterminating for pest and rodent control services.
So moved.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Morrison. That ordinance 2016-61 pass on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-62, contract with John A. Walker Roofing Company Incorporated for the removal and replacement of the roof at City Hall Annex, $129,461.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler.
Second.
Second by Councilmember Casados, that ordinance 2016-62 be adopted, passed on first reading only. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-63, contract with Marcon Services LLC for the 2015 CDBG water line replacement project, $940,952.67.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Morrison, second by Councilmember
Bruce Lehman.
Lehman. That ordinance 2016-63 passed on first reading only. Is there any discussion?
Mayor,
Councilmember.
there was questions earlier. I'm sure more people have the same question. Just to be clear, this money's coming out of the system fund. It is coming out of your water rate fees, not the general obligation fund.
Correct. Any further discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-64, contract with Neary Construction LLC for the 2016 citywide sanitary sewer rehabilitation Phase 1 project, $1,655,164.85.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler,
Second.
second by Councilmember Morrison. That ordinance 2016-64 passed on first reading only. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Ordinance 2016-65, amend ordinance number 2016-13, construction of Garner Road from Shaver Street to Pasadena Boulevard by reducing appropriation amount to $3,703,201.
Move.
Moved by
Second.
Councilmember Van Hout, second by Councilmember Wheeler, that ordinance 2016-65 passed on first reading only. Is there any discussion?
Mayor,
Councilmember.
this Garner Road project, for anybody that has driven down that road in the last 20 years or so knows this is sorely needed, and I'm glad to see us moving forward with this project. Thank you.
Any further discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries. We'll defer item H till next meeting. Gets us down to the resolutions.
Resolution 2016-37, donations of $8,000 from HealthSpring and in-kind donation valued at $75 from WellCare for the Madison Job Senior Center and Miss Pasadena Senior Pageant event.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Bass, second by Councilmember Wheeler. That resolution 2016-37 be adopted as it was read. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-38, resolution of the City of Pasadena, Texas pertaining to CenterPoint Energy Houston Electric LLC, application for approval of a distribution cost recovery factor pending as docket number 45747 and related proceedings.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Bass, second by Councilmember Wagner, that resolution 2016-38 be adopted as it was read. Is there any discussion? All those in favor? Those opposed? Motion carries.
Resolution 2016-39, resolution approving proceedings to authorize general obligation refunding bonds, including the confirmation of the financing team and making other provisions regarding such bonds and matters incident hereto.
Motion.
Motion by Councilmember Wheeler,
Second.
second by Councilmember Casados, that resolution 2016-39 be adopted as it was read. Is there any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. I get the feeling from council members that they're wanting to go see what the New York returns are. Everybody's interested in that right now. It's a very nice-
Astros game.
Astros game, okay. A little closer to home. We stand adjourned.
Thank y'all for coming.